Well, hello there, Aries. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and we're here to talk about the 10th through the 16th of August. I'm in Washington. Ta-da! So I'm out of the trailer, and it's super fun to be in a new Airbnb, and everything is cool. I'm having a good time here. So yeah, let's look at what's going on. We have the 3 cards in front of us from the overview video. And I have a couple of messages for you from my better angels. My better angels want us to remember that we need to be prepared. We're talking about Cub Scout stuff, right? You know, being ready for pretty much anything. So that means really having that go bag ready. So before you leave the house, make sure you got your keys, an umbrella, little boots, got a little jacket, got water, you got stuff like that. So you're just ready to go. You don't have to worry about anything, right? Anything could happen during your day, and you will be prepared, and that is a good thing, okay? So very cool, like that. Nothing wrong with a little Cub Scout action there, you know? The other thing to know is that we're going to be feeling our feelings, okay? So whatever that feeling is, whether it's happiness, sadness, joy, you know, anger, all those feelings, there's a whole bunch more than what I just said there. But those are the basics, and we want to make sure that we're feeling them. Whether we do that in private or in public, that's our business. You do you. But do make sure you're feeling those feelings. If you hold them back, something else will happen, and we don't want to do that. It usually, so feelings can create dis-ease, right? Uncomfortability in our bodies. Otherwise, like disease, right? So we're paying attention to that. We're making sure about what that is and how that works for us, and we want to be cautious and careful, okay? Excellent. We also have a guiding card for the month from this beautiful Tarot of the Abyss deck, which is super cool, just so you know. It's kind of a black and white. This is the Wise One, which is very much Hierophant-y. It speaks a lot about how paying attention to our elders and the wisdom that we carry in our minds, bodies, and our souls is valid. There I am. Ta-da, ta-da. And it's important for us to pay attention to what that is, okay? You have wisdom, and if you're not looking back at your wisdom, not paying attention, or even observing things from an objective point of view, you might be so submerged in a situation that you're all in your feelings. Cool. Feel those feelings. Absolutely. That's a good thing to do. But then when you're done feeling your feelings, pull yourself out, be objective, look at it like a grown-up, and let your wisdom come through and figure out what would you do if it was 2 other kids. If 2 kids came up to you and they were arguing about the same topic, how would you respond? Oh, it puts a new light on things, all right? So the more objective you can be, the more wise we get. Isn't that funny? We just put it into like, oh, 2 5-year-olds came screaming about the same problem. What would we tell them? Now we know. Now we know what our gut core self would do. And we need to, yes, sometimes we need to feel feelings, have a tantrum, and then come back and be an adult. So you'll know how this works, and you'll know how it works for you, okay? Oh, we were going to do a thing this month where we're going to name the turtle. This is my little turtle. He lives here. He lives here on the tabletop. He's been here since I started this, and we've never named him. He's never had a name, but if you want to name him, put a comment below. Let me know what you want to name the turtle, all right? It's super fun. I think he likes to hang out with the skull, and that's fun. So, excellent, right? We'll name the turtle, all right? So now let's go ahead and look at the tabletop and see what's going on. All right. These are the 3 cards from the overview video. Very cool. And we're going to use this deck, which is the Magical Nordic Tarot, to go ahead and expand on this reading, as we like to do. Oh, and of course, I'm going to get these out, and then I'm going to grab a mystery card and hide it off in the corner. All right, so this is our beautiful Witch's Tarot. We're going to use this for the mystery card. All right. What is our mystery card? And I talked about it in the overview. You should go look at that. But the reality is, these cards are not bad because they have a pentagram or a pentacle on the front. Okay? They just aren't. I was taught that the direction that the point is helps decide whether it's working with the light or not. So this would be not so much. This is in the light. And this is the upright position of the card. So huzzah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're going with. And I acknowledge that there is darkness out there, but I don't have to hang out in there. It is a wonderful truth that I can choose to be where I want to be, and I don't need to choose to be in the darkness, so I don't. I think there's plenty out there, and we don't need to add to it. So yeah, I think that's better over here. Ta-da! So, perfect. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get into this reading about the 10th through the 16th. Choices and options abound. You waited so hard and so long last week. It felt like forever for things to finally bust loose. And now they have. Ta-da! Now you have many options, lots of possibilities. Everything is on the table. You're like, okay, now what? What do I want to do here? What do I need to do here? What will be the option? What will be the possibilities? And the answer is 7 of Cups, many options and possibilities. If they're going toward your dreams and goals, that's a yes. If it's not, get rid of it. If it's not going toward your dreams and goals, or if it is going toward your dreams and goals, figure out which ones are expiring first and get after those immediately, because those will be the ones you can work with and get after immediately, and that will be very important, okay? So that way, the other ones will just go in your back pocket, all right? 10 of Wands. Ooh, there's part of you that wants to take your ideas and go. With all the options in front of you, you're like, oh, I don't even have to stay. I don't have to do this other thing here. These are options, but I don't have to do them just because they're offered. I have options now. And once you get those options, you can release whatever you don't need anymore, okay? Remember what your dreams and goals are. Make sure the dreams and goals are the most important thing going on for you at this time as you're working through your choices, because they're hand in hand. And this is beautiful because the moon card is always about your dreams and goals. Where are you going? What are you getting at? What do you want? What do you need? Put your finger on that. Figure it out. And make sure you're headed in the right direction. Because if you're not going toward your dreams and goals, where are you going? You need to figure it out. If you don't have a dot on the map where you're driving to, where are you going? Okay? We need you to have that clear. Whether it's, I need a degree, I need letters after my name, I need to have 3 kids and a dog, I need to have a husband and 3 kids and a dog, or whatever your goals are, you do you. I want to be at the top of my game. I want to have all these, I want to have 17 clients, and I want to have, whatever going on. Hey, you do you. Whatever your goal is, you set that goal and you figure out how to get there and you start pushing, okay? Because that's what this is all about. You have options on how to get to where you want to go. You need to figure out which ones you're going to embrace and which ones you're going to walk away from, okay? Because it's important to do that. Ta-da! Remember, this particular week, things are slow going. Things are not moving quickly. They do not dislodge quickly. So you're just going to do what you need to do. You're going to set something in motion. It is not a domino fall where everything just sort of falls into place. No, this is not that. This is going to be much more of a, I set something, it's almost like you pushed a feather. Like, okay, I pushed a feather, and when it gets where it's going, eventually, someday, one way or another, on its slow ride down, something will change. But you got to let it ride, okay? Don't freak out. Let it ride. Make decisions, and then be prepared to wait. All right? 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is always about that whole thing about wanting to not be in. Your brain is telling you you shouldn't be in charge, when truth is you're ready to be in charge, and of course it's blocked. So somebody else is telling you you're not ready to be in charge, and we don't want you to be in charge, and you're like, oh, that sucks. So yeah, you're being told you're not in charge. You're not in charge here. You don't get to be the boss of this situation, so you just do what you're told to do, okay? And you're like, oh, frustration, it's going to block you. Not being in charge is going to block you because you're an Aries and you like to be in charge. Ain't gonna lie. You like to be in charge. Now, Page of Cups is also new information about things that you care about blocking you. Whatever information you get will block you. It's like, oh man, This information is a lot. It's going to be like, oh, wow, okay, well, that's hard. Okay, right? So be careful, be cautious, and be ready, okay? Now then, let's talk about this card here. This is going to be all about your solution for the month, right? Six of Swords. You're using your power to help other people. So even as you're taking good care and you've decided what your goals are and where you're going and you've picked your choices and all that good stuff, guess what? It's all so you will be empowered enough to help other people, because that's your ultimate core, is helping other people in some way. Very nice. Love that. Huzzah. And if you haven't quite come to that decision yet, or that understanding that your core self wants you to help other people, it is. It's yourself. You need to do that. You need to help other people, and it will help tremendously, all right? Eight of Cups. There is somebody in the mix who's not helping out in your situation, so you're going to need to walk away from them. Okay, they're holding you back from moving forward. This could be just a buddy who's consistently telling you, hey, you need to, hang out with me. And you're like, but I have a work day. You're like, but you need to hang out with me. So sometimes you take a day off instead of doing what you need to do and delaying yourself because you need to hang out with them. Or it could be that you're helping them out as much as you possibly can. They show up on your porch and, hey, can I sit on your couch? Cool, okay. But they don't go and do anything else. They just stay on the couch. They don't go and do the things they're supposed to do, which is really frustrating, but you can't support them while they're not doing anything, okay? So some people you can help, some people you can help, some people you cannot. This person isn't doing their share of the work, so they need to be released. Just let them go. Seems a little harsh, I know, but the truth is, you need to let them go. That will be better for you, okay? And now, of course, we have the Sun, which is telling us that, oh yeah, you're starting something brand new, and it's going to be beautiful. This is something you're choosing that will be a new beginning for you. You'll get to ask a lot of questions. You're going to be able to help other people. Maybe this is you going through some disorientation, I like to call it. It's like an orientation where you have to ask all the questions. Where's this? Where's that? Where's the bathroom? Da, da, da. But I always call it disorientation because, well, it's disorienting. Even though you're trying to get oriented. The fact is, ask all those questions. Be curious. Ask what's the goal. And explain where you're headed with it. So you're learning new things, and it's really, really cool. I think that you're going to have a good time, especially when you put yourself to work as opposed to hanging out with the person who's not helping. I think that will be tremendously helpful to you, okay? Cool. Now, we're going to go ahead and get a Mystic Forest Oracle card. This will help us with a cool message for you. Oh, that's the one right there. Just wait, pick me, pick me. All right. The door is open. Ta-da! The door is open. Da-da-da-da-da. Yes, it's all about opening doors, for sure. Dreams and goals, right there. Watch this. Pure intention can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in goodness and watch the magic happen. Yeah. Believe deeply in goodness and watch the magic happen. I feel like you're walking away from something. This might be you mentally walking away from somebody as well as walking away from somebody. So you're taking, this might even be a removal of you from a whole place and a whole people, right? Like a job or a group of people or something like that that aren't working out for you anymore. It doesn't have to be an individual person who isn't working out for you anymore. Your dreams and goals are calling you. They are knocking on the door. They are like, open the door, open the door. But this card is telling me the door is already open because you've already answered. When you had all the choices and options, you said, what about that one? Boop. And it went, beep. And yeah, it's cracked. It's cracked open. The light is coming through. Your dreams and goals are calling you, and you're going, okay, okay. I got to get away from all this. These are the naysayers. These are the people who want to keep me down and tell me that, oh, this is what you're supposed to do, and this is what you're supposed to be. This is how much you can do, and this is how much we're going to let you grow. We're not going to let you grow beyond what we need because we need you to do this in order so that we can do this. And you're kind of good at it, so we're going to keep you right there. Okay? So you're always going to do this. Fair enough? You're like, I can do more. I can do more than that. And when you figure that out and you make your own decision about where you want to be, you're walking away from whatever it was so you can move forward in what is. All right? This is super cool stuff. This has to do with growth and you deciding, oh yeah, I want to be trained at something new. Let's do this. And when they know that they're training you, everything is cool, right? Everything is good. Okay, so we're going to put this card down. Why not? We'll put it right there. That's good. Let's get that mystery card, right? Yeah. Ooh, the High Priest. Hello. Ha! High Priest. It's also the Hierophant. You had the Hierophant twice. Bookended here, which is speaking specifically up into your nostrils and into your face about being very aware of the wisdom you carry inside yourself, being that you're working with your wisdom and knowledge of you and yourself, and you're not messing around with a bunch of other people's expectations and understandings of who you are or where they want to keep you, because that's a bunch of hooey. You want to help other people, and you're going to move forward with that. Very nice. I'm so excited for you, Aries. Good job. Well done. This is really nice. I like the way these cards are coming out for you. Hello. So we'll put this one over here. Ta-da. Like that. Ta-da. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and get a pocket full of rocks. All right. That was exciting. I didn't expect to see two of the same card for that. That's nice. All right. Ooh. Smoky quartz. Staying grounded. I love it. Okay, so smoky quartz is about you staying grounded and releasing things you no longer need. Dun, dun, dun. Dreams and goals are all about your heart. What is your heart's desire? Listening to your heart and being open to what's coming through for your heart is important. And we have that here. You're opening up to your heart. You're realizing you want to help other people, which is your solution, and you're speaking that truth into being. You're telling the universe, hey, this is what I want. I want to help other people. And now it's coming out. You're getting to do exactly what you want. Part of your solution is walking away from people. Part of your solution is helping other people and learning what you need to learn to do so, okay? Blue lace, rose quartz is all about your fourth chakra, your heart's desires, paying attention to what your heart wants. And we are doing that. That's smoky quartz. Your heart's desires are here and here. Very nice. And speaking it into being, the blue lace agate is a fifth chakra stone. It's all about your voice. Using your voice to help you get your point across. Getting what you need heard, understood, and appreciated so that you can move forward and do the right things. Ta-da! Perfect. I love this. This is so great. Yay. Well done, Aries. Love that. So, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to, but if you want to, that's totally fine. Whatever you choose to carry in your pocket, comment below. Let me know what you got, and we'll have a conversation about rocks. If this resonated with you and you felt really in tune with it, it would be really great if you liked, shared, and subscribed. And of course, if you haven't looked down into the description box below, you will find all kinds of good things there. Yes, you'll find ways to book private readings. You'll find my schedule so you can come out and get a reading at a Ren fair because I'm all over the country. And I'm in Washington right now. So come on out to the fair. I'm here. I'd love to see you. I'd love to read for you. And it would be super fun. And of course, if you can't make it out to the fair, you can get a private reading over the phone. All right, so check that out. You'll find ways and means to do all that. And of course, finally, you'll find a list of all the decks I'm using so that you will not be able to find them on Etsy or Amazon. That's where I go for them. But you'll have a good time with that too. Okay? Thank you so much for being here, and we will talk next week about the 17th or the 23rd. Thanks, Aries.